Hello everybody! Welcome back to some more Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we delivered Professor Oak's parcel, and we got Pokeballs and the Pokédex, so now we can catch Pokemon, and we now have a team of 5 different Pokemon here. We've got Bulbasaur, Pidgey, Rattata, Spearow, and Mankey. And all of them, other than Bulbasaur, are currently extremely weak. I'm not too concerned about that for the moment, because probably a lot of these Pokemon aren't going to stay on my team forever. They're going to be switched out for new and different Pokemon. But I know for a fact that Bulbasaur will be staying on my team, as he is my starter Pokemon, and I'm not going to switch him out. So Bulbasaur is perfectly fine to be super strong, but Pidgey, Rattata, Spearow, and Mankey, I'm not too super concerned about them, because they might not stay on my team forever. And even if they do stay on my team, I can always switch them out. So we're going to save. Here we go, just in case something were to happen. But now we can finally leave Viridian City, and we can head to whatever else is up north. We also found the Pokemon League yesterday, which we cannot enter yet as we do not have enough gym badges. So we're gonna head up here and see what's up here. Oh, there's an old lady. I go shopping in Pewter City occasionally. I have to tackle the winding trail in Viridian Forest when I go. So it looks like we're gonna be going through Viridian Forest. But what's in this building? There's a Spearow. Tweet! This child is very annoying. They keep running around. My daddy loves Pokemon too. I'm trying to talk to her and I'm expecting her to come back down, but she doesn't. She's very indecisive and annoying. Coming up with nicknames is fun, but it's not so easy to do. Clever names are nice, but simple names are easier to remember. Yeah, that's why I don't nickname any of them. I just go with their default Pokemon names. Spearow, named Speary. Well, at least he's got a nice certificate of that, I suppose. So let's see what is up here. There's an old man. Well, now I've had my coffee, and that's what I need to get going. What's that? Is that red box you have? Ah, so you're working on your Pokédex. Then let me give you a word of advice. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, the Pokédex automatically updates its data. You don't know how to catch a Pokemon? Yes, I do. I suppose I had better show you then. Oh dear, I already know how to catch a Pokemon. I caught Pokemon in the last episode. Well, here's a Weedle. This is a new Pokemon that we haven't encountered yet. But the old man is gonna throw a Pokeball at the Pokemon. I've already done this. I've got a whole team of 5 Pokemon. I know how to catch Pokemon. Well, I guess we'll just watch this tutorial, I suppose, even though we already know how to catch Pokemon. It's a bit weird how it's placed after we catch a Pokemon. But whatever, there we go. Weedle was caught. Good for you, old man. And there we go. I guess it's just as simple as that. There, now tell me that was educational, was it not? And here, take this too. We got the Teachy TV. If there's something you don't understand, watch that. It will teach you about the basics of being a Pokemon trainer. So that's basically just like a little help guide. I don't think I need that. But there's a gym over here. Ah, so this is where I get one of my gym badges. The Viridian City Pokemon Gym. This Pokemon gym is always closed. I wonder who the leader is. It's closed, you say? So does that mean we can't go in here? The doors are locked. That's too bad. Well, I guess we'll have to ignore that gym, I suppose. I guess we just have to come back later. So for now, we'll head up this way. Trainer tips. Catch Pokemon and expand your collection. The more you have, the easier it is to battle. Good to know. But now we are on Route 2. There's a little sign here. Route 2, Viridian City to Pewter City. So I guess Pewter City is our next destination. And there's a new patch of grass, which you know what that means. New Pokemon. Let's see, what is in this patch of grass? It's a Pidgey. This is not a new Pokemon. We've already seen Pidgey before. I am just going to tackle the Pidgey, because this is not too exciting. I must be honest. But there we go. Pidgey's defeated. I got a critical hit, but that didn't really matter too much. We got 39 experience. We're now level 10. And we've unlocked Vine Whip, a brand new move. That's a grass type move, so that's good to have, especially since we're a grass type. But you know, I'm going to switch my Pokemon around a little bit. Let's switch Pidgey in, which I know was a bad thing. We tried this last episode to gain experience on Pidgey, and Pidgey ended up dying, as well as like half of our team. But I'm not going to be grinding up here, because these Pokemon are much too high level. Pidgey is going to die. Instead, I'm going to head back down to Route 1, where I caught Pidgey. And that's probably going to be about the level that Pidgey is. So I'm going to be doing my grinding around here instead. So here we go. Let the grind begin. So now I've finished my grinding. I've now made everyone at least a little bit more even to Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is level 10. I got Rattata to level 7 and learned Quick Attack, which is a new move. And Quick Attack does 40 damage, and it makes it so that the Pokemon that uses Quick Attack basically gets to attack first almost every single time. I got Pidgey to level 8. It learned Sand Attack, which is an extremely annoying move that lowers the opponent's accuracy, which makes it so that the opponent has a higher chance to miss their next attack. Mankey got to level 7 and learned Low Kick, which does damage. It's a fighting type move, and it does more damage depending on how heavy the opponent is. And then I didn't grind Spearow really at all. He's still level 4. Sorry, Spearow. But anyways, now we are going to continue along with our adventure. We are done grinding. And it's time to see what is beyond Viridian City. So let's head up here. We're now strong enough to fight the Pokemon up here. As everyone's now even, except for Spearow. But Spearow's probably not going to be on the team for too long. I don't think it's too good of a strategy to have two birds like Pidgey and Spearow, who are both very similar. So one of them is probably going to have to get replaced, and it'll probably be Spearow. But there is another Rattata here. So I'm starting to think that maybe there aren't different Pokemon in this grass. In this patch of grass, which would be unfortunate. I'm going to give it one more chance. And then if it's like a Pokemon like Rattata or Pidgey or somebody else I've already seen, then I'll just move on. It's another Rattata, so I guess there's nothing new in this patch of grass, sadly. We'll just have to move on. So here we go. Vine Whip, take out the Rattata. Nearly a one-shot. That goes to show how much stronger Bulbasaur has gotten. He's nearly level 11 now. By far our strongest Pokemon. There you go, 32 experience points. He's really, really close to level 11. Let's just head through this way. Whatever this thing's supposed to be, I'm not really sure. There's some people in here. Rattata may be small, but don't underestimate its wicked bite. Have you caught one already? Yes, I have. It's in my party. Are you going to Viridian Forest? It's a natural maze in there. Be careful you don't get lost. Alright, so it looks like up ahead is Viridian Forest. Yep, here we are. Viridian Forest. There's a sign here. Trainer tips. Weaken Pokemon before attempting capture. When healthy, they may escape. Don't worry, I've already been doing that. I came here with some friends to catch some bug Pokemon. They're all itching to get into some Pokemon battles. So it sounds like there are going to be some bug trainers here. There's also a ton of grass. So let's see, what Pokemon are there here? A Weedle! This is a new Pokemon. I've seen it before, but I haven't caught one yet. So it'd be nice to get my own Weedle. Hopefully I'm not strong enough so I defeat it. Phew. Okay, so the Weedle is not defeated, so now we can throw a Pokeball at it and try and catch it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Gotcha, Weedle was caught. So that's another new Pokemon being added to our Pokedex. There you go, Weedle, the hairy bug Pokemon. 1 foot, 7.1 pounds, often found in the forests and grasslands. It has a sharp, toxic barb of around 2 inches on the top of its head. So we're not going to give a nickname to Weedle once again, and he'll be added to our party. And now we've got, I believe, a full party of 6 Pokemon. Yes, we do. So now any Pokemon that we will catch will be sent to our boxes instead of going to our party. And we cannot have more than 6. But another new Pokemon, Caterpie. Hello there. Let's tackle him. Hope we don't defeat them. There we go. Caterpie seems to be a bit more tanky than Weedle, because Weedle got down very low, while Caterpie only lost about half health. But that doesn't matter. We're still going to try and catch Caterpie. Hopefully they stay in the Pokeball. Let's see here. There we go. Caterpie was caught. So Caterpie has been added to the Pokedex. There you go. Caterpie, the worm Pokemon. I'm surprised it's not the caterpillar. It's a worm. Its name is Caterpie. I'd assume it would be a caterpillar, but no, it's a worm. It is covered with a green skin. Whenever it grows, it sheds the skin, covers itself with silk, and becomes a cocoon. I'm pretty sure worms don't go into cocoons. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure only caterpillars do that. But anyways, it was placed into the box under box 1, now that we have a full party of 6. But I wonder what other Pokemon there might be around here. Anything else, or is it just Caterpie and Weedles? It might just be Caterpie and Weedles. After all, they are bug-type Pokemon. And as that trainer said here, there are some bug trainers here, so probably there's going to be a lot of bug types. So I'm guessing that these are the only 2 encounters here. Maybe there's a few more, but these seem to be kind of the basic ones. So let's defeat this Caterpie, and then we'll have Bulbasaur at level 11, which is very exciting. So there we go, Bulbasaur has reached level 11. Very good. But you know, since we're in an area full of bug types, I should use a flying type like Pidgey, because flying is super effective against bug. I don't think my Pidgey has any flying type moves, so maybe that's not good. But actually, I know somebody who does have flying type moves. Spearow, this is your chance to shine. I know you're only level 4, but you have Peck, and that is a flying type move. So let's see, are there any other bugs that we can find? There's another Weedle. That is indeed a bug. Alright, Spearow. Use Peck. So there we go. Super effective and a critical hit. That is a one-shot. That is what we like to see. Good job, Spearow. We get 29 experience points. Very nice. But there's a ton of grass in this area. Ooh, and a Pokeball. Oh, we aren't going to get to see what's in that Pokeball, though. It's another encounter. It's another Weedle. They seem to be pretty common. You know, this is a good area to grind Spearow. Another critical hit. Man, we're really lucky. And Weedle one-shot once again. And Spearow's now reached level 5. There we go. That's very nice. Let's see, what's in this Pokeball? A Pokeball. Okay, I'll certainly take that. Pretty self-explanatory, a Pokeball inside a Pokeball, but sometimes there's not always just a Pokeball in there. It could be any item. So here's another Weedle. And I'm just going to defeat it again with Spearow for the experience points, because Spearow is our lowest level... Well, I guess actually Weedle is our lowest level Pokemon now. But Spearow is also pretty low level. Oh, there's a sign over here. What does the sign say? For poison, use Antidote. Get it at a Pokemon Mart. Fortunately, we haven't been poisoned yet. Got another encounter, another bug type. It is another bug type. It's Caterpie. Caterpie and Weedle seem to be the only Pokemon that spawn here, it seems. So, you know, this is a very good area to spawn Spearow, or to grind Spearow, to get a lot of experience points. For those of you who really want to have a really strong Spearow on your team, train him in Viridian Forest. It's a very good area, presuming you've made it to Viridian Forest. But it's pretty early on in the game, so for those of you who are playing Fire Red, you probably have made it here. And if you haven't, it doesn't take too long to get here. Alright, but I guess let's head over this way. Oh, there's another sign to read. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to finish this encounter before I can read the sign. But don't worry, it's another pretty easy to defeat Weedle. Alright. Eat some more bugs. I'm sure birds love to eat bugs. There we go, the Weedle's defeated again. Another 29 experience points, and Spearow is now level 6. So that's very nice. There's another sign to read. Trainer tips. If your Pokemon are weak and you want to avoid battles, stay away from grassy areas. There's a trainer here. I was throwing Pokeballs to catch Pokemon and they ran out. That's why you can never have too many Pokeballs. It's very true. And here's a potion. A very helpful item. But another Pokemon encounter. A lot of bugs in this area. Seem to only be Caterpie and Weedles, but you know, I'm okay with that. It's some easy experience points for Spearow. And he very much needs the experience. Because he is quite far behind compared to everyone else. Bulbasaur's at level 11, Pidgey's at 8, Mankey and Rattata are at 7, I'm pretty sure, and Spearow's at 6. Weedle is at level 4, but we just got him, so he's going to be a bit far behind compared to everyone else. What's over here? Is this a trainer? It is a trainer. We're having a battle. Hey, you have Pokemon. Come on, let's battle them. So here we go. Our first non-rival battle against Bug Catcher Rick. He's sending out a Weedle. They seem to be pretty common Pokemon in this area. I'm guessing his other Pokemon's going to be a Caterpie, probably. There we go, a Peck. It nearly took out the Weedle. He's using String Shot, which does lower my speed. So he might get to attack first, now that I'm slower. Yeah, like that. Now he's using Poison Sting. Uh-oh, I hope that doesn't poison me. Phew, it didn't poison me. That's lucky. It has a very high chance to poison. And that is not a good thing. Not at all. But that's a lot of experience points. Yep, his other Pokemon is a Caterpie. That makes sense. Those seem to be the only 2 Pokemon I've found in this area. The Caterpie's nearly defeated. Spearow's taking a little bit of damage, but he's okay. Spearow's very strong. There we go. Caterpie defeated. 67 experience points. Spearow reaches level 7. Oh, and he's learned Leer. That's a pretty good move. It lowers the opponent's defense so they take more damage. But we've defeated Bug Catcher Rick. No! Caterpie can't hack it! We got 72 Pokédollars for winning. Do you have anything to say about that? Shush! You'll scare away the bugs. Another time, okay? Okie dokie. Let's see what is up here. Is this another trainer? Yo, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. Yes, it is. It's another bug catcher, it seems. Here we go. Bug catcher Doug would like to battle. Sending out a Weedle. I'm starting to notice a common trend. Lots of Weedles and lots of Caterpies around here. Unfortunately, Spearow is a little bit low on health. So Spearow might get taken out. Which, if that does happen, that would be too bad, I suppose. But I'll just have to switch somebody else in. Then, if that happens. For now, Spearow, try to eat as many bugs as you can. Oh no, Poison Sting. Please don't get poisoned. Phew. But there we go. Weedle's taken out. You get some more experience. Who's being sent in next? Another Weedle. Okie dokie. And we're getting Poison Stinged again. We're at very low health. I think Spearow's gonna die, so I'm gonna switch him out. Let's switch in Mankey instead. Here we go. Mankey's at full health. But he's also getting hit by Poison Sting. Fortunately, not poisoned. Let's go for a scratch. And there we go. That's the Weedle taken out. So Spearow and Mankey get some experience points. And Kakuna. Ooh, this is the evolution of Weedle. Interesting. So let's go for a low kick. Oh, that did not do very much damage. And he's going to be using Harden, which increases his defense. So that makes it so he'll take less damage. So let's do a scratch. Uh-oh, he's just going to keep hardening up. He's not going to take very much damage at all soon. How many times is he going to use Harden? He's getting super buff. So all I've got are Mankey are physical moves. Normal and fighting types are both physical types in Pokemon Fire Red. I'm just going to have to brute force it, I suppose. Unless I get like a critical hit. Which critical hits do hit through defense buffs. But I don't think that's going to happen. But it seems that all he's doing is hardening. He's not attacking. His defense is rising even higher. How high can it get? I guess that's as high as it can get. It's not going any higher. He's too hard. He's still using more hardens, even though his defense can't get any higher. I think his only move is Harden. Does he have any other move other than Harden? It doesn't seem like it. But there we go. After that kind of grindy segment, Kakuna's been taken out. 106 experience points for Mankey. Nearly reached level 8. Huh? I ran out of Pokemon. You got 84 Pokédollars for winning. What do you have to say about that? This totally stinks. I'm gonna catch some stronger ones. A new sign. Trainer tips. Contact Professor Oak via a PC to get your Pokedex evaluated. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, a Pokeball. We got an antidote. That's very good. It'll cure poisoning in case we ever do get poisoned. So there's a split path. We can go to the left to catch some Pokemon, or we can go to the right. I want to see what's up here. A trainer. Let's battle. Oh, here we go. I might be little, but I won't like it if you go easy on me. Okay, I'll try not to go easy on you then. Bug catcher Anthony would like to battle. He's sending out a Caterpie. Oh, I forgot to switch Spearow out. Oh dear, I guess Spearow, you'll just have to fight. Spearow's very low on health. Oh, this might be the end of Spearow. Oh, Spearow's still alive. 1 health. Okay, there we go. The Caterpie is taken out. Spearow has 1 health left. 2 health now. But Spearow's reached level 8. Who's next? It's another Caterpie. Alright, Spearow, can you do this? Probably not. But just try and get as much damage as you can onto the Caterpie. And there we go. Goodbye, Spearow. So now I'll have to switch somebody else in. Let's switch in Rattata. Alright, go for a quick attack. Ooh, that nearly took out the Caterpie. So my speed is getting lowered. Let's go for another quick attack. Here we go. Alright, there we go. And Caterpie's defeated. That was a critical hit. We didn't even really need it, but I guess we'll take it. And we defeated Bug Catcher Anthony. Oh, boo. Nothing went right. We got 96 Pokédollars for winning. I lost some of my allowance. Sorry. But let's see. This path just seems to kind of reconnect, because that's where we started from. So just one big loop, I see. Ooh, a Pikachu! We haven't seen this before. This is certainly not a Caterpie or a Weedle. Let's try and catch this Pikachu. Unfortunately, my attack missed. Alright, let's try it again. Alright. Pikachu's gonna keep growling, which is lowering our attack, but honestly, I think that's kind of a good thing, because that'll ensure that we don't accidentally defeat the Pikachu. Uh-oh, Thunder Shock. Yikes, that was strong. Alright, let's throw a Pokeball. Let's try and catch Pikachu, because Pikachu is a cool Pokemon. It's Pokemon's mascot for a reason. And there we go, we caught Pikachu. So Pikachu's data has been added to the Pokedex. Here we go, Pikachu the mouse Pokemon. It's 1 foot 4 inches, 13.2 pounds. It has small electric sacs on both of its cheeks. If threatened, it loosens electricity charges from the sacs. So there we go, very cool. So Pikachu has been placed in box 1. Unfortunately, we won't be able to put Pikachu into our party until we find another Pokemon Center, which might be a long time. I don't know when the next one will be. But here we go, another Pokemon encounter. It's another Weedle. And I'm not too worried about Weedles. So let's just attack. Uh-oh, Poison Sting. Maybe I should be worried. Oh, we got poisoned. Uh-oh, that's not good. So the poison will damage us every single turn, which is very unfortunate. And also, if we don't cure it, it stays after battle, so it doesn't automatically heal itself. And every single step we take, as you saw, the screen flashed. That was Rattata taking poison damage. As you can see, he's lost a little bit of health, so we have to cure the poison, otherwise Rattata will die. Fortunately, we do have an antidote, so here we go. We'll use the antidote onto Rattata. So the antidote was used on Rattata, and he was cured of his poisoning. And let's switch somebody else into the front. Let's put Mankey. There we go. Give Mankey some time to shine. And there's another Pokemon trainer here. He's facing this way for some reason. Did you know that Pokemon evolve? Yes, I did know that Pokemon do evolve. I haven't seen a Pokemon evolve yet, though. So Pokemon trainer, or Bug Catcher Charlie, is sending out a Metapod. And Metapod is the evolution of Caterpie, which we haven't got to see yet. So let's start with a Scratch. And Metapod's using Harden. I'm guessing this is going to be similar to the Kakuna situation, where they're just going to keep using Harden over and over again. Because I don't know if these Pokemon, Metapod and Kakuna, have any other attacks other than Harden. After all, they are just like little cocoons. It seems that their only move is Harden. So you know what? I guess we'll just slowly whittle them down with scratches. It'll eventually take them out. It just might be a really slow process. And there we go. Finally, Metapod's defeated. 108 experience for that. Mankey's reached level 8. And almost halfway to level 9. Now they're sending out a Caterpie. At least it won't be as tedious as the Metapod, because Caterpie does not have Harden. Unfortunately, Caterpie can attack us. So we will be taking probably some damage. Our speed was lowered. That's not too good. Let's go for a Leer to lower the Caterpie's defense. Oh, but they missed the string shot. That's very good. There we go, Caterpie's defense has fallen, so now they'll take more damage from the Scratch. Not enough to kill them, unfortunately. But this next Scratch should be enough. Using another String Shot to lower my speed again. A very interesting decision to make. Unfortunately, it won't matter, because the Caterpie dies either way. So 79 experience, Mankey's almost level 9 now. And they're sending out another Metapod. This will be annoying. Honestly, I might switch to, like, Spearow. Oh, Spearow's defeated. I can't send in Spearow. Who else could I switch in instead? I could send in Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur has a special attack. And Harden only increases physical moves. So, the Metapod can harden as much as he wants. That doesn't matter, because Bulbasaur has Vine Whip. And Vine Whip is a Grass-type move, and all Grass-type moves are special attacks. There we go. That's not very effective. But it'll be stronger than continuously scratching or tackling the Metapod down. Alright, the Metapod is nearly defeated. I think 1 or 2 more Vine Whips ought to do it. There we go. Metapod defeated. Very nice. Mankey gained 54 experience, and he reached level 9. And Bulbasaur gained 54 experience, and we defeated Bug Catcher Charlie. Oh, I lost. We got $84 for winning. Bug Pokemon evolve quickly. They're a lot of fun. Alright, let's switch somebody else into the front. Let's give Pidgey some time to shine now. Here we go. Let's continue through the grass. Oh wow, no Pokemon encounter in that entire area. That's impressive. Trainer tips. You can't catch a Pokemon that belongs to someone else. Throw Pokeballs only at wild Pokemon to catch them. Good to know. And oh, there's a Pokeball over here. What's in here? A potion. I'll certainly take that. The extra healing is always appreciated. Oh, there's a trainer. Hey, wait up! What's the hurry? Why the rush? We're gonna fight another bug catcher. We're challenged by Bug Catcher Sammy. And they're sending out a Weedle, and this is their only Pokemon that they have. It is level 9, though. It's pretty strong. So let's Sand Attack to lower its accuracy. Unfortunately, I used Poison Sting. Hopefully that doesn't poison me. Oh, I got poisoned. Yikes, I don't like that. But okay, we get the Sand Attack, which will make it so that the Weedle will hopefully miss more attacks. Unfortunately, I am poisoned, so I gotta cure that basically right away, because otherwise I'm just gonna die, pretty much. It's gonna slowly kill me. There we go, we're cured of the poisoning. Weedle is using String Shot, which lowers my speed. That's not as big of a deal. I can handle the speed lower. Oops, I did not mean to push back again. Alright, let's fight again. Let's use another tackle. He's lowering my speed again, which doesn't really matter, because the Weedle, at this point, is already faster than me since my speed was lowered. So lowering my speed even more doesn't do anything. So let's just continue to tackle. He's landed all of these attacks. Even though I've Sand Attacked him, he hasn't missed a single attack, and I'm poisoned, and I'm out of antidotes. This trainer is so lucky. There's not really much I can do other than just take the poison damage. Oh my goodness, he hasn't missed a single attack. My Sand Attack has done nothing. Yikes. Pidgey might actually die. This is getting pretty dire. Fortunately, he used Strength Shot, but he still didn't miss a single attack. My Sand Attack did absolutely nothing. That's unfortunate. There we go. Weedle's fainted. We get 99 experience, which is enough to get Pidgey to level 9. And we learned Gust, which is a flying type move. That's very, very good. But we're gonna die soon because we're poisoned. I give. You're good at this. We got $108 for winning. So I gotta hope that... Oh, we're almost out. Leaving Viridian Forest. Pewter City ahead. So there's probably a Pokemon Center up ahead. Hopefully, Pidgey doesn't die. Have you noticed the skinny trees on the roadside? They can be cut down by a special Pokemon move, I hear. Many Pokemon live only in forests and caves. You need to be persistent and look everywhere to get different kinds. Do you know the evolution cancel technique? When a Pokemon is evolving, you can stop the process. It's a technique for raising Pokemon the way they are. Alright, we're out. And there's a new patch of grass. I should probably switch Pidgey out, because Pidgey's at 3 health. I do not want to send Pidgey into battle. Let's set Rattata into battle instead. And let's see who's in this area. It's another Pidgey. Okay, so there's probably no new Pokemon here, I guess. That's too bad. Let's just take out the Pidgey. Yikes! The Pidgey's strong. Sand Attack. Please, Rattata, do not miss the next attack. Please, please, please. There we go. The Pidgey's taken out. Very good. So we get 39 experience. It's enough for Rattata to reach level 8. Alright, we gotta make it to the Pokemon Center. Pidgey's about to die. Ah, Pidgey fainted. Well, we're in Pewter City now. Trainer tips. All Pokemon that appear in battle, however, briefly earn experience points. So even though Pidgey's dead, it doesn't matter too much, because we can just go to the Pokemon Center right up there. There aren't many serious Pokemon trainers here. They're all like bug catchers, you know, just hobbyists. But Pewter Gym's Brock isn't like that, not one bit. So I guess the gym leader in Pewter City is here, even though the one in Viridian City isn't here. So I guess we'll be challenging Brock soon. There's some people to talk to. What? Team Rocket is at Mount Moon, huh? I'm on the phone, scram! Huh, who's Team Rocket? Yawn. When Jigglypuff sings, Pokemon get drowsy. Me too. Snore. Look, there's a little Jigglypuff here. That was a nice song. Hopefully that didn't make my Pokemon go to sleep. I should probably check. Okay, good. Thank goodness. I wasn't sure, because this guy said that the Jigglypuff singing would make my Pokemon fall asleep. I listened to the Jigglypuff singing. My Pokemon might have fallen asleep. I don't know. But look, there's some people here playing on like a video game console or something. I really want a Pikachu, so I'm trading my Clefairy for one. Well, I have a Pikachu. I'm trading Pokemon with that kid there. I had 2 Pikachus, so I figured I might as well trade one. Well, you know, it's very nice of you. Hi, glad to meet you. That's unfriendly of you. How about saying hi back? So come on, tell me about yourself. I'd love to hear your profile. Tell me something good about yourself. What's on your profile? Yes, no, info? What's info? A profile is written with using 4 words or phrases. There are plenty of words to choose from for your profile. The words and phrases are placed in several convenient groups. First choose a group, then choose a word or phrase. It's easier than it sounds. Why don't you try it? Okay. What's my profile? Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of things. You know, this is a bit overwhelming. Sorry, but I don't want to do this. Oh, you've decided not to? You're fickle, aren't you? Yeah, there's a lot of things to look through. I didn't really want to look through all of it. There you go. We can now access somebody's PC, and we can now take a look at all the Pokemon. Oh, I can't withdraw anymore, but I can move them. Here we go. This is my box. I've got 2 Pokemon here. I've got a Caterpie and a Pikachu. And Pikachu is cool, so I'm going to put Pikachu into my party. Sorry, Weedle. You'll be put into the box. But we can also... Oops, not that. We can also talk to Professor Oak. So here we go. The Pokedex rating system. We can rate our Pokedex. We've caught 11 Pokemon, or we've seen 11 Pokemon and caught 8 Pokemon. Professor Oak's rating, you still have lots to do. Go into every patch of grass you see and look for Pokemon. Okay. Thank you very much. But here we go. Let's heal up, because our team is not in the best condition at the moment. But here we go. Thanks to Nurse Joy, very kindly healing us up. There we go. Very nice. And let's save, because it's been a long, long adventure since our last save. Here we go. Alright, so this is where we're gonna wrap it up for today's episode of Pokemon Fire Red. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.